Hello Rokeby, Miss Woodhill here with your weekly challenge. And as you know, at the moment we're all living through some very strange times that in the future will go down in history, and probably your children or grandchildren in many years to come will be learning all about this lockdown period of time in their history lessons at school, just like we learn about what happened to children during World War II. So I thought that for this week's challenge we could make a time capsule to try and capture some of the memories and feelings and things that have happened during this strange time. So what you'll need for this activity is a box of some sort. Could be a cardboard box like this one, or it could be an old tin. This is a lovely tin that came with some biscuits in it from Millie, in fact, in year 3 gave me this at Christmas, which is now empty. So any sort of container like that you might have at home, box, tin, tube, that you can put things in. And what you need to do is have a think about some of the things that you might like to look back on. Maybe in a year or 5 years time you might be able to get this time capsule out of your loft or wardrobe or cupboard, wherever you've stored it, and look back and remember some of the things that you did, some of the things you were feeling during this time. And then maybe even further in the future your children or grandchildren might be able to have a look back at what it was like during lockdown 2020. So what sorts of things could you put in your time capsule? Well, it's entirely up to you because it's depending on your experience. Some of the things I've got here in my time capsule are, let's have a look. Oh, we have got a little bag of dog hair, which has come from when we were grooming my dog. He's always shedding hair. So we've got some of my dog's hair in there. I've got a toilet roll tube to remind us how difficult it was to get toilet roll sometimes. And what else have I got in here? Oh, a picture that I drew of a dog. I was thinking to myself I might get myself a new dog during this time that we're all at home. And this was my inspiration, but I've since decided that was a silly idea. I'm not going to get a new dog. But maybe you've done a piece of work, a drawing or some writing during the time that you've been at home that you're particularly proud of, that you might want to put in your time capsule. The other thing I've put in here is a letter that came through the door recently. You've probably all had one of these. It's from 10 Downing Street, a letter from the Prime Minister telling us all what we need to do during this time. That would be interesting to look back on in the future, so I've put that in along with this leaflet that came with it. And really anything else that you think that you would like to look back on in the future. I'm writing a diary at the moment as well, which is something that you might also want to do to remind me of what's going on. So when I finish this diary, I will put that into my time capsule as well. I think there's a photograph in there as well too, my daughter and my dog. Yeah, little photograph. So there are some ideas for you. I'm sure you'll be able to come up with some others. So I look forward to seeing what you decide to put in your time capsules. And then when you've finished, if you want to, if you've used a box like this one, you can decorate the box as well. So have fun creating those, and I hope to find out soon what you've all been doing.